Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to learn about modal verbs. So those who want to learn modal verbs, you can watch complete video so that you will have a clear understanding about modal verbs, what is their structure and how to use those modal verbs in your sentences. All that clear understanding you will have if you watch complete video. So please watch complete video so that you can improve your English using modal verbs. So just see what are modal verbs. See there the list is given: can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, ought to, will and would. See, all these are modal verbs. All these are used to give specific meaning to the main verb. So those who want to learn, first of all you have to learn how many modal verbs are there and what are those you have to learn. Let us look at the definition given there. They are auxiliary verbs. So first of all, modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that provide additional and specific meaning to the main verb of the sentence. So what is their work? What is their function in the sentence? Provide additional and specific meaning to the main verb. So first of all, they are auxiliary verbs. So they provide additional, some extra information, and also they provide some specific meaning to the main verb. What is specific meaning? Particular meaning to the main verb of the sentence. So when you look at some more examples, you will clearly understand what is meant in this definition. So next we will learn how do we use modals. See, when you learn it, you have this question in your mind: how do we use that? See, the structure, the basic structure is given: subject, modal verb, then main verb, that is called action verb, all that. Subject, modal verb, main verb. So here Mary is the subject, could is modal verb, play is the main verb, and the piano is the object. Here two rules are there in the box given. They do not accept conjugation. So what is conjugation? It's just simply that the other forms of verbs, like we have simple present, simple past and simple future, all that. So you don't worry about that. They do not need any other auxiliary verbs. See, in the example, do you see any other auxiliary verbs other than modal verb? Mary could play piano. Only that is there. Mary could play the piano. There is no other auxiliary verb we used. So that is why. So this main rule you should understand. When we use modal verb, we should not use any other auxiliary verb. So that point you have to keep in your mind. Now let us come to the form. What form do we use when we write sentences using modal verbs or when we speak? Okay, see, there is no S in singular, first rule. There is no do or does in the question, and there is no don't or does not in the negative. Since do and does not there, and don't and does not also will not be there. See, he can ski, the first sentence, he can ski. It is correct sentence, he can ski. And the next is given, that is wrong sentence. He can ski or he can skis. See, all these are wrong, because when we use modal verb, we should not use any yes along with that. So for the verb and for the modal verb, we should not use verb. And see the sentence given below: would you like to come with me? Perfect sentence. And there is no do should be used. We should not use any do when we use modal verbs in the question form. Just placing modal verb at the beginning of the sentence makes it a question form of sentence. So there is no need of using do or does. And you see the second rule. So this second rule is applicable in this example given: would you like to come with me? And you see the third one: they can't be serious. They don't can be serious. See, the above sentence is correct. They can't be serious is correct. So we don't want to use any don't or does not in the negative sentence. Just you can add not to the modal verb, that's it. It makes the sentence uh, can be said in negative sense, just adding not to the modal verb. So clear? Hope you understood this. See, it's all about rules. You must learn rules. No s is used neither for the action verb nor for the modal verb. No s. So you should be very clear about that. Next we'll see, modal verbs do not have infinitives or ing forms. What is infinitive? To. To is called infinitive. To plus v1, that is infinitive. And ing form, you know that just adding ing to the main verb or v1 form of the verb, it makes it ing forms, that are called ing forms. So to can, infinitive plus can is modal verb, so we can't use, that is wrong. And can is modal verb, and we can't say canning is wrong. And must is modal verb, we can't say to must. And musting also we can't use, or we can't place or add ing to the modal verb. See, next one more thing they are explaining, you have to read that again. Modal verbs do not have infinitives or ing forms. Clear with that? And next you see, modal verbs are followed by an infinitive without to. See, you should understand this very clearly. Modal verbs are followed by an infinitive without to. So no need of using to there along with the v1 form of the verb, because modal verbs are already there. Already that understanding is there. For example, she must study. We don't say she must to study. So that is what you have to understand. She must study, strong obligation. We should have gone the other way, recommendation. He could play football in his youth. It tells about the ability in the past, because could is the past form of can, and should tells about recommendation. See, earlier we said they give specific meaning to the main verb, right? So that is what should is modal verb. It is used to recommend something, tell about recommendation. And could is also modal verb. It is used to tell about the ability in the past. So these are the functions. Particularly they are used to say these or convey these kind of functions and specific meanings that they gave to the main verb. So be clear about that. If you have any doubt, you can just go backward and see that again, but don't go forward unless you understand each and every rule. Now let us go for the next question. What do they express? See, what is their function? What do the modal verbs express in the sentence? See the rule given there. They can have more than one meaning depending on the situation. This is what you have to understand. Main thing about modal verbs, you have to understand this very clearly. Those who are learning, more than one meaning depending on the situations they can have. What can have? Modal verbs can have more than one meaning depending on the situations. Keep that thing in your mind, because when you make so many sentences and write so many examples, you may have to keep this rule in your mind. Clear? They can have more than one meaning depending on the situations. So according to situations, the meaning of the modal verb can be changed, right? According to the situations. Okay, so when examples are there, I will explain it very clearly so that you will understand. If I say example now, you will be confused. Just keep in your mind, what do they express? They express more than one meaning depending on the situation. That's what you have to keep in your mind. Now see, 3 points are there. What kind of meanings they give, and How many types are there? Single concept model, they have one meaning, clear. Double concept model, they have two meanings. Models in the past, they are used to express a situation in the past. That's all. Single concept, double concept, models in the past. Okay, clear? Single concept gives one meaning, double concept model two meanings or more than one meaning, and models in the past, they tell about situations in the past. See, categories are there. They are divided into three categories here. You see on the screen, single concept models: will, might, should, ought to, had better. So mostly used will, might, should. Ought to is very rare. Had better also is very rare. Okay, these are all single concept models. And what are the double concept? May, must, would, shall, could, can. These are all double concept models. So that means they can give more than one meaning, or they can be used to say more than one meaning. Models in the past: would have, could have, might have, should have, may have, must have. See, all these are modal verbs in the past. So clear? You must understand these three categories so that you can divide them into categories and learn them easily, right? So you should have that understanding. Clear, guys? Once again, you can have have a look at it. See, I am writing the structure there. Modal verb plus have, modal verb plus have. That is the structure which is used for modals in the past. Any modal verb plus have, and V3 is followed by that. Now, single concept model, what are they and what is their concept, and some examples we see. Will is there. The concept of the model will is to tell about the future. Joe will travel to New York next week. NY refers to the meaning, NY short form, New York. Joe will travel to New York next week. So it is telling about the future. Will is used to tell about the future. Might, that is also single concept. It tells small probability. What is probability? Possible to happen, or there is some little possibility of happening. I might move to Canada someday. I might move to Canada someday. See, the meaning of the sentence very clear. Some other day, or at any day, or any day in the future. Someday you may go to Canada. I might move to Canada, so that I may go to Canada, it means. So there is a small probability that I might go to Canada one day. See, everything is different here. See, will is used for different concept, might is used for different concept. Now the third one, should. Recommendation. You suggest something to someone strongly. Recommend something to someone. You should go to the doctor. See, I suggest to my friend or anyone, you should go to the doctor. I strongly recommend that he better goes to the doctor and gets treatment. So fourth one, you see, ought to. Formal recommendation. Should might be informal because it is a kind of commanding and all that, commanding tone or superiority, all that comes. But ought to is very formal, polite way. We ought to know about first aids. We ought to know about first aids. We ought to know. So it is good that we know about what is first aids, some things, treatment that should be done before or at the moment of an accident or something, or whatever health problem, first aids. To be careful about that. And next one, had better. We don't usually use it, but we have to learn because it is one of the single concept models, so we have to learn. Had better. Warning. See, The concept of this this modal verb warning. I had better study or I will fail the test. See, so better I should study or else I will fail the test. That's the meaning. So you give warning to yourself. That sentence meaning of the sentence. I had better study or I will fail the test. So its concept is warning. Okay. So these are the single concept models and their concept and also examples. So if you don't understand, please once again you can watch it very easy. You can understand very easily also, and you can learn very easily. There is no doubt. And any doubt you have, you can just don't feel shy to put that doubt in the comment section, and don't worry. See, concept you should remember. Will concept of will is future. Concept of might is probability, small probability. Concept of should is recommendation, and ought to concept is formal recommendation, and had better concept is warning. All that you should remember. So based on this concept, we decide at what situation we have to speak. Now coming to double concept. See, double concept, you see there I have mentioned 1 2 1 2 1 2 like that. I took 3 models but used in double ways or 2 ways it can be used, right? May 1 2, must 1 2, would 1 2. See, what does that mean? May, must, would, they can be used in 2 different situations. So according to the situations, the meaning is understood, and the concept also given very very clearly there, right? See, may, it is modal verb. What is its concept then? What is its concept? Permission. First concept is permission. Second concept is good probability. Must. See, first concept is responsibility. Second concept is assumption. Would also. See, 2 are there. Used to past, telling about past situation. And second one, present unreal situation. Now let us look at each and every modal verb individually, and we will talk about or discuss about its concept with along with the examples given there. Okay, may, permission, and the second way of using good probability, possibility. Must, to tell about responsibility. Must, the second way, to tell about assumption. Would, past, referring to past action. Used to tell about past actions, and the second use of would again, present unreal. So now let us discuss particularly about may, modal verb. First concept, permission. See, you might listen to this sentence in your school days. You might have used it by yourself also. May I come in, sir? May I come in, madam? And all that. See, taking permission from the other person that you are allowed to come in or not, allowed to go in or not. Second concept, you see, may, double concept, right? Good probability. There is a probability, possibility is there. We may visit Mexico this summer. There is a great possibility, there is a great chance that they are going to visit Mexico this summer. So they used subject we, may is auxiliary, may is modal verb, visit. We may visit Mexico this summer. So that is a double concept. Modal is a single modal verb, but it is used in 2 different ways. To ask permission, to tell about good probability. Clear, guys? It's very easy, right? So you can understand only if you follow the concepts very clearly. Now talking about must. First one, first concept is responsibility. Everyone must pay taxes. So it is the responsibility of every person to pay taxes. So it tells that everyone has to pay taxes responsibly. Okay, everyone must pay taxes, so it tells responsibility. Clear? Must pay is used, subject must and pay. And the second concept we see assumption. She didn't arrive, she must be sick. See, two sentence parts are there actually. She didn't arrive, she must be sick. So she must be sick is the sentence that we want. Assumption. What is assumption? We may not know the reality, we may not know the real thing or real answer. We just guess it. What we guess is our assumption. She must be sick. Saying that we don't know the reality, whether she is sick or whether she is healthy. We don't know that. But she must be sick, we say. Right? And past habitual actions. This would is used to. Now coming for the next one. Past used to is there. So why used to is used in sentence? To tell about past habitual actions. So many of you know this very well, because to tell about past habitual actions, either we use used to or we use would. So both would is also there. When I was young, I would play soccer. See, what does it say? Now he is not playing soccer at all. When I was young, only when he was young, he used to play soccer. So instead of would, they can place used to also. But using this modal verb would, that is the way to write the sentence. I would play soccer when I was young. Right? That is the first concept. So since it comes under double concept model, you should understand two ways of using would. Okay, clear? You have to be very particular about the rules, right? So while making sentences, even if you are writing or speaking to someone, you must use them in a correct way, so that the listener also will understand very clearly. So what is second concept? Present unreal it tells about, right? I would buy the car, but I can't afford it. See, what is present unreal? I would like to buy the car, but I can't afford it. So that is present situation, right? It is telling about the present situation, right? So I would buy the car, but I can't afford it. So the second way of using would. So hope you understood what are the double concept models and what are their concepts and all that you might have understood. But even if you have doubt, please ask me in the comment section. I would surely reply to you. Okay, clear? And double concept model, some more are there, and you have to once again see some more are there, not only these those three which we have seen. Now shall, see, used in two concepts. Could, used in two concepts again. Can is also double concept model. So you have to learn them, making a list. What are the single concept, what are the double concepts, and how double concepts are used, right? Shall, could, can. Now particularly we talk about shall concept. What is the concept? Educated expression offer. What is educated expression offer? Shall. You see the example, you will understand this very clearly, right? Shall, its concept is educated expression offer. And what is it? What is given in the example? Excuse me, I shall go now. Shall I clean it? See, excuse me, I shall go now. Shall I clean it? Might be two different sentences. We can make them two different sentences, but the idea is clear. Expression, shall I do it? I shall go now. Shall I do it now? Right? The second concept is contractual obligation. What is obligation? Simply we can understand it is duty of someone, responsibility of someone to do something. contractual obligation, that a contract between two persons, agreement between two persons, right, agreed to do something, and that is what we say duty. Duty is something that someone agrees to do the duty under other person's leadership, we can say, agreed in a contract. That is contractual obligation. So, right. And you can just look at the example now. What is given in the example? Now, since we understood the meaning of contractual obligation, agreed in a contract, now we will see the example so that you will understand clearly. The company shall pay on January 1st. See the example given there? Can you read for yourself? The company shall pay on January 1st. So the company agreed that the company is going to pay every month, not every month, sorry, on January 1st. The company agreed that the amount to be paid on January 1st, and that is a contractual obligation by the company, right? By the company with the employer, we can say. And those two are the concepts of using shall as modal verb, right? And shall is also used to express future actions. That is a different thing, but now particularly we are talking about how shall is used. One is educated expression offering something. Shall I do it? Shall I go? Or shall I clean it? See, given there. And the next concept is contractual obligation, doing duty which is agreed, or fulfilling something which is agreed in a contract, right? And the second thing we have to see, two more modal verbs are here. And what are those? First we will talk about can modal verb, so that you will understand could easily. What is the first concept of can? Present ability. What is present ability? To tell about someone's or something's ability, we can use can. We can speak English. You see the example there? That means we are able to speak English. So we are able, that shows our ability of speaking English. And second one is permission. Can I have a candy? Can I have a chocolate? Right? Asking permission in an informal way, right? In an informal way, that is actually when you use may instead of can, it is formal way. See, could now, unreal ability which is not real. I could go if I had time. See, if condition is there, I could go if I had time, but there is no time, right? That says unreal ability. Now could is also used to tell about past ability, using sentence or saying sentence in the past. She could play the piano, but she can't anymore. Yeah. So earlier she could play the piano. She had the chance and she had the ability of playing piano, but she can't play anymore. See, right? So those are the concepts and details about double concept models. Hope you understood, guys. Clear? And one more thing, modal verbs is a very important topic. Please keep that in your mind. And this topic is not over yet. I'm going to make a part 2 video of this very soon. I would like to tell that first. So those who want to learn modal verbs, please watch the video once again. And there is no doubt that you can clearly understand all the modal verbs if you watch my video once again, because very clearly all the examples and rules are presented. Even if you are a student, or even if you are trying to improve your English, or trying to get a job where English is necessary to speak, so this concept, this topic, modal verbs topic, will surely help you to speak English in a better way, guys, right? And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to comment. You can comment anything, but try to comment something positively, because of course I took efforts of making this video, and that should be helpful for some people, right? So please comment your doubts below. I will be mostly available to answer to your questions. Clear, guys? So don't forget to ask your doubts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe.